Longines Pilot Majetek. Longines has an enviable back catalog from which it has drawn to create modern iterations of historic pieces, and that includes deep cuts. Today, it has released one of the said deep cuts, the Pilot Majetek. This new release is a callback to the brand's aviation ties, as the original watch from which this is based was released in 1935 and was specifically designed for Czech pilots, though some were manufactured for civilian use. The Pilot Majetek pays homage to that original 1930s model both in aesthetics and with some Easter eggs. The most basic design code on this piece is its cushion case, though the sizing does differ from the original 40 width of the reference, with this new model upsized to 43 mm. The dial is a textured matte black with raised painted numerals coated in old radium superluminova and a classic railroad minute track to tie it all together. Moving outward, the cushion case is topped with a rotating fluted bezel, which controls the placement of a lume triangular pip. This was also a feature of the historical model though. In a curious design choice, the bezel and crystal moved in tandem. Here, the pip is attached to the bezel alone, and you can feel secure in knowing the crystal is stationary. This feature allows for the measurement of elapsed time by measuring the bezel pip against the hands on the dial. The side of the case features the aforementioned Easter egg by way of an engraved plate that reads 1935, an homage to the first year the original watch was manufactured. Turning the Majetek over reveals a closed case spec engraved with the watch's name and text indicating its chronometer certification. Under the case spec is what the brand refers to as the Longines exclusive lead 193.6, an automatic movement with magnetic protection, 72 hours of power reserve, and a rate of 3.5 Hz. The Longines Majetek is fitted to either a green leather strap, brown leather strap, or green NATO-style strap. It is priced at $3,750 or $3,850 in a limited boxed edition which includes both leather and NATO options and is available beginning today. Normally a 43 mm case diameter scares me away, but then I'm reminded that not all watches are sized equally. I think about Seiko, and occasionally Panerai, in this context where other factors impact the wear experience. In this case, the cushion shape and the flat architecture of the case spec make for a watch that, while still quite large, at least wears comfortably on my wrist. I honestly do not know if I would have picked this one out of a watch case before seeing it for review, but after wearing it for a few days, I could not help wanting to keep it on my wrist. There are several reasons for this. First, I'm a sucker for a matte black dial. I just love the way light interacts with this one, turning it to an almost charcoal gray and accentuating the grain texture. Second is how the faux H numerals contrast with the dial, adding depth and increasing legibility. And third, the historical inclusion of the bidirectional rotating fluted bezel, which smoothly revolves around the dial. I have always found rotating bezel elapsed time measurement to be more useful than a chronograph, but I might be on an island in that regard. Overall, the Majetek has a very rugged and toolish charm to it but feels very modern despite the faux patina. In my opinion, Longines is moving in the right direction, whether it be the Spirit Collection, the Zulu Time, the Ultrachron, or now this. The chronometer certification, overall build quality, and horological history make for a watch that is worthy of its sub $4,000 price tag. During my time with this one, I was partial to the green leather strap. Though the NATO will certainly bolster its tool watchiness, not many brands can pull a design like this from its archives and make it work in the modern context. Do I wish it was for them? You bet I do. But the Majetek still works at 43 and was a joy to have on wrist, even if just for a short time.